avea un episod deosebit astăzi la Giurgiu, deoarece încep eu cu un intro descriptiv despre Giurgiu, dar gazda acestui episod va fi Martin, deoarece vom vizita o fermă. Până ajungem la fermă, o să vă spun câteva cuvinte despre Giurgiu, vechi vat comercial al țării românești. Geografic vorbind, se află chiar în lunga Dunării și aici s-au petrecut foarte multe lucruri importante între anii 1850 și 1860, deoarece atunci s-a înființat prima societate de navigație de pe Dunăre de către austrieci, a fost înființată aici la noi. Tot în această perioadă s-a făcut și prima cale ferată care a legat Giurgiu de București, iar Alexandru Ioan Cuza a lansat primul vapor cu abur, care se numea, vaporul se numea chiar România, aici la Giurgiu pe Dunăre. Deci iată câte lucruri frumoase s-au întâmplat. Noi o să alegem să filmăm și să ne oprim în Giurgiu la Turnul cu Ceas, care este o emblemă a orașului, un loc foarte frumos care de câțiva ani este monument istoric și intră în regimul obiectivelor turistice naționale și universale. Lights like home and people look the same. In the streets you cannot read the signs. You know and came to find something like love and started a page, feeling so young but we act our age, carried away on a rising tide. Here we go, holding tight, sitting up late with the fireworks, slip your hand inside my shirt, gentle and wild. Aici, în piața centrală din Giurgiu, văd foarte multe persoane care folosesc bicicleta și am decis să vorbesc cu dumneavoastră, deoarece eu am fost fan bicicletă pe gaz, iar această bicicletă seamănă foarte mult cu cea pe care am avut-o eu când eram copil. De câți ani o aveți?
De vreo 25 de ani.
Și cum rezistă?
Rezistă foarte bine, n-am schimbat nimic la ea, absolut tot ce a avut ea original.
Este un mijloc de transport uzual aici în Giurgiu.
Da. Un mijloc de transport, am făcut servici cu ea, am făcut cadrul mediu sanitar și am folosit de ea, merge foarte bine. Mai am încă una de rezervă mare de damă, dar mai frumoasă decât asta, o mifă, cum era pe timpuri.
Sunteți eco sau este ceva natural să mergi cu bicicleta, pentru că este mai ieftin, nu poluezi?
Am avut și mașină, și motocicletă, și motoretă, dar e mai ieftin și mai sănătos. E obligatoriu să mergi cel puțin o jumătate de oră pe bicicletă sau o oră pe jos, pentru rezistența organismului.
Da, să o întreb și pe doamna. Ați mers, doamnă, vreodată cu bicicleta?
Am mers, dar am căzut pe ea, n-am putut să învăț. Da, sus pe ea, am mers pe spitele ei.
Cum e viața aici la Giurgiu? Ce muncește lumea? Ce mănâncă? Ce e specific orașului?
Mănâncă roșii, mănâncă asta, castraveți, da, românești. Oia străinii nu vine la noi, nu.
Știți vreun cântec de aici, de prin zonă? Ia, un cântec frumos de al zonei.
Da, de care?
Ia, cântați-mi, de care vreți.
Îmi bate vântul prin păduri, bate vântul prin păduri, măi mândruțo. Rupe lemnile subțiri, măi, rupe lemnile subțiri. Rupe lemne, rupe fagi și desparte oameni dragi, măi mândruțo. Rupe lemne, rupe fagi, măi, și desparte oameni dragi, măi. Start again.
Olanda este gazda portului Rotterdam, care este cel mai mare din Europa, și portului Amsterdam, care este al patrulea port european. Dar noi suntem în România, pe Dunăre, și vreau să vadă și Martin cum arată portul din Giurgiu. Într-o zi atât de frumoasă, toate embarcațiunile par luxoase, chiar și cele industriale sunt mai prietenoase. De pe bicicletele noastre portocalii, încercăm să surprindem o frântură din trecutul portului, punct strategic de apărare a mărfurilor și a granițelor, dezvoltat ca târg, centru cultural și multe altele. Acum plecăm spre o fermă și nu pentru un fermier român, ci pentru unul olandez. I consider you today a reporter and a host for me.
Thank you.
Because you will meet a Dutch person, so you will be very comfortable with this. And my job will be easier.
Yeah, I'm very excited to meet Harry. Harry is a young Dutch farmer who settled here and who set up a farm. Actually, he's now set up his second farm. He has more than 600 hectares, approximately 500 cows, which is and his turnover is about 5 million euros. So he's built in a very short time a very large enterprise. And what people don't realize is that all the farmers in Holland are millionaires.
Really?
Yes, no, this is really true.
All the farmers?
All the farmers, well, the majority of the farmers are millionaires in Holland. If you look at the value of the land and the value of the investments they have, each farm has an investment of a couple of million euros. The milk quotas are very expensive. The land costs about 40,000 to 50,000 euros per hectare. So you can imagine if you have 100 hectares, you're already very
interesting.
We have a very high investment on this.
Because it's so big the farm, I think it's easier to
ride our bike.
Ride a bike, and probably Harry will appear.
I think so. Let's try.
When did you start this business with farm?
I started in 2004. In May 2004, I came to Romania.
And it wasn't so big from the beginning?
No, it was with an old farm. Was already from a Dutch guy before us. And I started together with two investors. And we started the farm. And we start changing the buildings, we start changing the management.
And
to improve.
How many cows you have now?
We have on both. We have two farms now. We have totally 1,200 cows. Yes.
They look very healthy and happy here. It's very clean. All is natural.
Yes, we try to keep them to give them a good comfort for the cows. You can see, it start also now raining in the stable. They have a douche.
It's first time in my life I see cows ventilated and with the humidity, with shower. It's incredible.
It's very important to keep them in the summer.
The atmosphere temperature is great.
Yes, because outside is very hot, and that's why also we keep the cows inside of the stable. Because when they are outside, they are too hot and they suffer to produce the milk.
So what is hard in Romania, what is good compared with the same activity in Holland?
Yes, I think what is very good is there's a low investment. It's easy to start a farm in Romania. You can find easily the people to work on the farm, and they like also to work.
How many people works in the farm?
On this farm works 9 people.
Only 9?
Yes.
Cum e munca aici la fermă? Frumoasă, nu?
Frumoasă, să fii sănătoasă, să poți să o satisfaci cu plăcere, în primul rând, și în al doilea rând să știi ce să le faci la viței, nu? Să fii profesor. Că sunt mai rău ca copii.
Drăguți ăștia, da, exact ca și copiii.
Da, mai rău, mai rău. Deci sunt mai sensibili, au o sensibilitate mai ceva decât copiii.
How many stables like this do you have here?
We have 4 stables like this one, yes.
Dacă văcuțele au duș și ventilatoare, vreau să văd noua generație de vițeluși în ce fel locuiesc. How many times do you feed them daily?
Yeah, we feed them 2 times per day milk. And at the day when it's because so hot, they get some water. And they have to learn how to eat normal food, you understand? Because it's a preparation. When they stop getting milk, they have to be used to eat normally food.
Evident că această fermă reprezintă o locație de multe stele pentru animale. Ele sunt întreținute atât de bine pentru a oferi o producție pe măsură. Verificăm acest lucru în zona de mulți. This is a peaceful and quiet moment for the milking parlor. What's happened here usually, Harry?
Yes, here we milk 3 times per day, the milking cows. On this farm we have 250 milking cows. We start in the morning at 6 o'clock milking, and after that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon again. And at the evening at 10 o'clock we start the last time. And 2 boys are milking here every day. And we try to work so hygienic as possible. So before we start milking, we make a little bit disinfection to the udder. And we clean every cow, the udder, before milking, with a separately towel. So every cow gets its own towel. We don't have a infection from one cow to another cow, you know.
And the quantity of milk? How big it is?
Yeah, we have 25 liters per cow, average per day.
Urmează o discuție mai mult între bărbați, dar evident nu voi scăpa ocazia să ascult și eu.
Harry, thank you so much for inviting us here. You did a fantastic job here, and with all the cows you have and the 2 farms you have. Holland is, of course, known as a center of innovation in agriculture and food, and it's easy to have a farm there with all the support. What does Romania have to do, you think, to build a larger dairy sector?
I think it's very important to be the government very open to stimulate the agriculture, and there are a lot of possibilities here in this country. They just has to be started.
Yeah. And if you say for a new farmer that wants to start here, what are, let's say, the main pitfalls, if you will, for starting a farm here?
I think it's very difficult to be very efficient for the starting. So it's good to make a good plan and to find the customer. You want to deliver the products, have a very good contract.
Is there a big difference in efficiency between here and in the Netherlands? Because it looks like a very efficient farm, to say the truth.
Yes, but the infrastructure is not so far, so a lot of things you have to do by yourself.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yes, that's very important, because in Holland everybody is a specialist, like you know.
Yeah.
Here everybody has to do everything, you know. So you have to be good in everything.
Yes. Yes.
Because it's not so easy to call somebody and he's coming and he's fixing it. Yes, you have to do it by yourself.
That's fascinating what you say. So, tell me a little bit about the structure in Holland in the dairy sector, because you know this very well. How is you said everybody was a specialist. How can they work together?
Yes, because everybody has his role inside in the agribusiness, let's say, and the knowledge is on a very high level. And because you have a lot of consultants and advisors, and that's why you have a very high quality of what you're doing, let's say.
Yeah.
And it's easy to find the knowledge to make something better.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And but still you're a farmer here, so you prefer farming and dairy farming in Romania?
Yes, I like the country very much. I see a lot of possibilities. In Holland it's very difficult to expand the dairy, and for all the companies, also for agriculture, it's difficult to expand the dairy.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes, yes. And here I see a lot of possibilities for the future. There's a very high command for good quality milk.
Yeah.
So.
And is it difficult to get bank loans?
Yes, it's very difficult. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. It's
yes.
That's perhaps also one of the things that has made agriculture in Holland big. So Holland, if you have a farm, you can get a bank loan easy. You have land, you have cows, you have assets. And the banks like the Rabobank, they understand farms. Rabobank is traditionally a farmer's bank actually. So they understand that you need a little bit of cash to feed the cows now, and when the milking comes they come back. They understand that you need money to buy fertilizer now, and that after harvest you can pay it back 3 times. And so they have a lot of specialists in the banks that understand agriculture, and as such they can give loans to agriculture, because an agricultural, as they say in Holland, all farmers are millionaires. If you look at the amount, they don't have this money in their pocket, but if you look at the amount of money they have in the land.
They have invested, yes.
Yeah,
yes. But that's also difficult for a young guy like me to take over the farm.
Yes. Huh? Let me sit here. Now tell me about this. That's a very fascinating story. So yes. Tell me a little bit about why it's so difficult as a young guy in Holland to take over the farm.
Because the investment is so very high for a farm, the field is so expensive.
Yeah.
And you have a very low rendement. So you need a lot of money to start a business.
How much money do you need to start a dairy farm in Holland? About?
When you want to start, and it's also a dairy farm who has future.
Yes,
that's a very big difference.
Yeah.
I think you need €4 million. Yeah.
And here?
Yeah, it depends also, but I think when you have €400,000, you can start very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I think you did a great job.